Good morning, PHS.
And welcome to the premiere of the 2014-15 PHTV broadcast.
For incoming freshmen and those of you new to our school, PHTV is our quarterly television show,
bringing you news and other shenanigans.
Right into this world, all alone. God takes your soul, you're on your own. The crow flies straight, a perfect line, on the devil's bed, until you die. This life is short, baby, that's a fact. Better live it right, you ain't coming back. Gotta raise some hell before they take you down. Gotta live this life, gotta look this world in the eye. I gotta live this life till you die.
As fall sports draw to a close, PHTV brings you an issue that has loomed over the soccer and football teams since the beginning of time.
Those of you who don't play football or soccer have been living in ignorant bliss.
Maya Pitcher and Mariah Snar blow the lid off this can of worms in this upcoming story.
I do believe there is major tension between the two sports teams.
Yes, I do.
Definitely, but really amongst certain players, it's not everyone.
I do believe there is tension, but like he said, only between certain players.
In August, during two-a-days, the day, I think it was a Tuesday, and on Monday we were watching film and lifting, and then the following day we were out on the field and we were stretching. And
Well, we were taking a lap.
while they were taking a lap, and then someone yelled out, "Are you guys practicing today?" There were a couple individuals on the football team that were ready to turn around and start fighting, like immediately.
Soccer team was just laughing. We were having a good time.
It was intense. Football players talk smack, get right back to it.
My freshman year. The seniors then, they would say that they would put all like the glory on the football team.
I don't know. My freshman year was pretty bad, I guess. There were a lot of people who didn't like the soccer players, and then us soccer players hated the football team.
Like the people that we looked up to when we were freshmen, they sort of conflicted, and like they kind of told us that it was right.
I'm partly associated with this conflict. I don't involve much in it, but I do enjoy sometimes.
Sometimes. I might say something, but if the conflict gets pretty big and we're going at it.
I don't think this conflict will ever be solved. Just more testosterone, I guess, between each other now.
A lot of us, we just give each other a lot of crap, but none of it's really meant. But then between certain people, they really take it seriously.
I don't think there's going to be a resolution for this problem in the near future.
I've seen you around for a long, long time. Yeah. I remembered you when you drank my wine. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we?
I love everybody that's on the football team, and I love everybody that's on the soccer team. So I am right there in the middle.
Many people flock to small mountain towns for hiking, fishing, and general outdoor activities. Little do people know what lurks in the shadow of the pines.
Breaker 0, Breaker 9, please respond.
Tastes like Bigfoot scat.
Hopefully we've gotten to the bottom of this athletic animosity.
Perhaps next year we'll have a more positive outcome where everybody feels more respected and safe.
Speaking of safety, how many of you prefer the safety of the classroom to the barbaric nature of our hallways?
You know what if there were some guidelines to that, Andrew?
Well, you're in luck, Gus, because Carson McKee and Tika Murphy have a story for us to help you press through the hallways. Classes, damn it!
Hallways, I feel like I'm in danger all the time because I'm short and no one ever sees me.
Well, sometimes when you're walking down the halls and you see people with face paint that look like they're about to meet somebody, I feel a little distressed.
On a scale from 1 to 10, 0.
Football boys, they're big and they're just going to push you to the block. But bone zombies, they're going to trample you, step on you, and not even realize they did it. So they're both pretty terrifying.
Well, boys just usually tend to stay with themselves. The phone zombies, they're just stupid because they just run into.
I think some rules or suggestions for our hallways is everybody should be on segways. No, wait. We should get them moving sidewalks like they have at airports, so you can just get on them and then get off when you get to your class.
Yeah, I think we should have lanes. What I would actually suggest is, just like we have on the freeways, where you have a lane for people who are carpooling, so everyone who's piggybacking, okay, someone else, maybe one or two, they can go ahead and have the right-hand lane and have complete unobstructed walk to science class.
Be aware of your surroundings at all times. You gotta make sure you check your blind spots.
Because it's the most terrifying thing when you're the one person going down the hallway trying to get to Mr. Birch's room and there's 80 other people coming from PE and they don't move out of your way and you just have to like cling to the wall and pray to God that they're not going to kill you.
Keep your PDA to yourself. Don't do that because no one wants to see that.
Traffic lights? Maybe a couple stop signs here and there? Four-way intersection where the library is.
Possibly. We should possibly have hallway police because when the principal just sees you running and tells you to go back and walk, it's not going to do anything to help anyone.
Should we have hallway police? Yes, we should, unless it's not me.
We should have hallway police if the tickets are under $1.
To ensure my safety in hallways during class periods, I usually just go to class because that's where you should be.
I definitely do not look at people as I'm walking down the hallway. Who knows what's going to happen?
When I'm trying to ensure my safety in the hallway during passing period, I will hold my books to my chest, put my head down, look at the floor, and pray to God that I will not die on my way to class.
Thank goodness our hallways aren't as scary as some of these newfangled video games.
Yes, Gus, it seems like our games and apps are getting more addictive and scarier.
I agree, Andrew. That's why PHTV brings you this new story on this very epidemic.
Let's take a look.
I see kids trying to sneak their phones out, always looking down, playing on their phones, but I'm not exactly sure what they're playing. They just play all the time, and so it's almost like they can't put their phones down and engage in the class or the activity or whatever it might be. So I'd say, yeah, certainly a rising trend of distraction.
Now, as I get older, these app trends seem to be getting more lame.
The app trend, I mean, there's been a lot of apps that people trend, like bike race and like piano tiles. And do we know what Fun Run is? Yeah, we play it all the time.
Fun Run. Most stupidest game I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's a fun game that we play in class a lot.
You literally are a creature, and you get to cut off their heads at just any random time or slow them down. It's just stupid. Like people, like 4 players. It's like, I don't get it. It's like 2. Out of trend apps on my phone would be 2.
Old apps, pro. I don't really have any old apps.
I like
Fun Run.
I have like 3 or 4.
What?
I like piano tiles because it's finger, hand-eye coordination. I don't know, it's kind of essential to my day.
Piano tiles, 2048, bike race.
Bike Race 2 at the time was also very popular. I mean, that's a game that I actually got into because I actually thought it was kind of cool. While people are in class, they're like, yo, join my Fun Run game, you know, Dirty Dude 69, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then they're like trying to find these people, you know, Pokemon, catch 'em all 36, you know, whatever. Like, they're joining games in class. No one is learning anything at all.
Does it affect? It affects his grades.
Yeah.
I think we should be issued electronic blockers. We just project out, kill everybody's phone while they're inside my room. You know, otherwise, just putting up a sign, you know, like selfie-free zone or something like that, to try to get students aware of the problem, the epidemic. The apps are made to be addictive. That's the point, right? You wouldn't download them if they weren't fun and addictive. So, yeah, I think there's a rising market for them economically, and just, yeah, I don't think they're going to go away unless you just make students turn their phones off or check their phones somewhere else. As long as they have their phones with them, they're going to be playing apps.
Tape jam? This infernal thing doesn't even have a tape.
This thing doesn't even work. Why is it all dark?
Missing camera. Found it. Found the camera right here.
Are you kidding me? Oh, I'll find your dad.
I wish we could destroy these cameras.
I know, I absolutely hate these things. Like, it's time to enter the modern era. not mess up in case someone runs over it or something.
Don't worry, folks. Those cameras have been broken for years.
Yes, PHTV just finally put them out of their misery.
Luckily, many of our fall athletes have had less than miserable seasons.
From cross country to golf and all those other obscure sports, Molly Bergsmith, Olivia Reinhart, and Megan Ellis bring you a review of our fall sports season.
I'm doing my sport because it's different than all the other sports.
Yeah, it's the most fun to me.
I've played it since I was a little kid.
I saw what the cheerleaders on TV were doing. The running part isn't always that great, but after you run you feel like you've accomplished a ton. Wanting to win.
Like hard work and effort, and kind of like whenever we usually do really good and we come out really strong and play.
I think we've done great this year. We got second place at regionals. We're very proud of that. Very proud of how we've run it for each other, and can't wait to see how we do at state.
I think we're kind of on a roller coaster. I think we win a game and then we lose a game, win a game, lose a game.
Right now the varsity is 10th in the state.
I qualified for state 2 times.
The role I play on the team I think is almost like a bridge between the lower classmen and the upperclassmen.
I think I'm like almost a leader, but not quite because no one can take me seriously.
Probably the comedian. I'm comedic.
Trying to get everyone pumped up because that's what cheerleaders do.
Strength in numbers, mainly. You know, you're always better together.
We're a strong team. We really like to fight.
Well, that was a great story on those fall sports, wasn't it, Andrew?
It sure was, Gus.
What are you guys doing here? It's not a PHTV day.
Andrew, you said we had this hour.
I thought we had this hour. My bad.
Oh, sorry, we'll get out of your hair.
That's okay, guys.
Is it a black or a gold day today, Andrew?
I have no idea, Gus.
Oh my gosh, this whole schedule is just very confusing.
It's killing me, Gus. Luckily, our next story is going to help us clear this new schedule up.
Do I like the new schedule or do I like the old one? It's kind of in between. Like, I miss just having 5 classes a day because that was a lot less homework, I think, to deal with. The 8 classes, I have a lot of homework and it's hard to keep up with.
Do I like the new schedule or the old schedule better? Probably the old schedule.
I liked having the semester classes because it's like starting all over again.
Do I like 4 classes or 8? Maybe 4. Because it's just like easier, I think. So I can just focus on those 4 instead of all 8. Because all 8, I just get like lost.
Wrong class, Molly. It's an even day. Okay.
I really like giving them a chance to be really engaged in what they're doing. And so, yeah, the long days are the best. And I feel like that's more like college level anyway because they're usually 2 hours in college.
I like the 4-period class. I'm not a real good multitasker, so on
Mondays and Thursdays, by the end of the day, I'm pretty worn out, just doing all those different things at once.
Is the new schedule affecting electives? I don't think so.
So the new schedule on electives, I think I teach 3 electives, physics, chemistry, and global science, and it's been a little tougher with Wednesdays and Fridays instead of any day of the week, so it just requires you to plan a little bit more.
What classes do we have today? I think we have even.
Okay.
It might be making the elective classes larger because now you have to fit more people into the electives.
What do I think of advisory? It's fun. I like the games and all that, especially my class, Yellow Squad.
I actually really like advisory period. I think that I wish that I had something like that when I was in high school.
Did I like combined lunches? I like combined because everyone's there. Except for the lunch line. When you get like school lunch, the line's just too long. And it like takes time away from lunch. So
I like them to be joined mainly for the students because they like seeing their friends.
I prefer having the joint lunch. It's a lot easier to get students together if you have a meeting, and I feel like it's been just easier for students to find each other. And
I can't believe we just got kicked out of class, Andrew.
I know, that was so embarrassing.
I mean, it's like we dressed up for nothing.
Yeah. Speaking of dressing up, you look very nice today, yes?
Oh, well, thank you, Andrew. As do you. As do you.
Yeah, we both got tips from our very own Fashion Police.
That's why PHTV brings you the all-new exclusive trailer, Fashion Police, the movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fashion Please. Today we will be talking about the do's and don'ts of fall 2014.
Good idea, Spence. I love it. Yeah.
Ladies, let go of tribal. That was so last season. This is tribal. This is me. I'm over it. You should get over it too. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. The pandemic of fashion zombies has been spotted in the city limits of Pagosa Springs. But don't worry, folks, we're safe here at Fashion Police Headquarters. Fashion! Demi! Why? Demi! Fashion! Thank God you're alive, Demi.
I think we're the only ones left.
Spence! Help! I think you're right.
Well, what do we do now?
The only thing we can do, save the world with fashion.
Spence! Help!